So I did an episode the other day on open borders, and on the back half of that video, I talked about Bernie Sanders trying to rob $938 billion with a 5% wealth tax. It's theft in the form of a tax, which is the way I feel about all taxes. It's fucking theft. And I've covered that before. Personal property tax after you buy your piece of property, to have to pay taxes on it every year after you've paid the tax on the value of it, and they can combine anything you do good to it. They raise the value of your home, which raises the taxes, which you get the bill in the mail on. And if you don't pay those taxes, they'll come in and try to seize your property and auction it off for the taxes. Let's not get started down that direction. Anyways, I made the video into a short. Well, I clipped a piece of the back half of the video out into a short, and it went wild. And I actually couldn't believe how many keyboard commandos got on there to basically tell me I was stupid. One of my favorites was, "This is the dumbest video I've ever watched." Well, you fucking watched it. How about that? Actually, they were very upset because I was defending billionaires. So you're okay with taxing a billionaire to redistribute their wealth? You're okay with socialism as long as it's a billionaire. Well, what happens when they do it to you? Say the next time Bernie Sanders wants to do it, he wants to do it to people that make $50,000 a year. He wants to take another 5% off of you because you're wealthier than someone that makes $10,000 a year. And he wants to give your 5% to those people. Well, you'll have a bitch fit about that, won't you? Did you think about the repercussions of said wealth tax theft of billions from people like Jeff Bezos? Amazon subscription going to go up? I'd allow. Might even have to do like a Sam's Club thing and be a member to even get on Amazon and order stuff. Right now, you can do it without being a member. You're just going to pay for shipping. Unless you order like $100 worth of shit, I think it is. I don't know. My wife's a member of it. Who cares? They exploit poor people in poor parts of the country. Great. And you know who else does that? The company that makes the device you're replying to my video on. Lithium and cobalt mines in other parts of the country. Other parts of the world. Exploiting child labor laws in the form of building a device for cheap to sell to you for like $1,800. Really standing on your principles there, aren't you? Do you want $3,000 of their money too? Or are you just in line waiting for the next latest and greatest device they're going to put out? Because it doesn't matter if you're doing it on a computer, a phone, doesn't matter. $1 billion companies do that. Where is the justification? I'm going to ask again, where's the justification in robbing them of another 5%? Why take $42 billion away from Elon Musk? No one can justify that. He doesn't pay his employees very well. Well, he obviously does. They still work there, and they work there of their own choice. They didn't have to work there. They don't have to work there if they're not paid enough. Make sense yet? They work there of their free will. So he's obviously paying them enough to do what he wants to do. He didn't do it on his own. His employees helped. But it was his idea. Oh, Mark Zuckerberg stole this idea and this, that, and the other. Okay, wow. And so has every other major platform in the world. Everybody stole everybody's idea. Gonna get mad at me? I stole how many millions of people's idea to create content and put it on the internet? Great. You stole everybody else's idea by jumping on and being a total dipshit on a video that you didn't agree with. Does that entitle me to some of your money because you copied somebody else? No justification for that. I didn't think so. Nobody can justify to me why it's okay to steal 5% of these billionaires' money to redistribute the wealth. It's called socialism. It's called theft. You did not earn that money. You did not work for it. Go get a fucking job. Don't be a loser. Elon Musk was born rich. And that's his fault? I mean, so you're telling me he bought other companies. That's the way the rich do it. They buy out other people's ideas okay, cool. They're successful. They make successful investments. You just said they're wealthy, and they're wealthy for a reason. They made the right decisions. And what about you, Matt? $70,000 a year heavy equipment operator. It's the career and the choice I made. I felt extremely wealthy at what I did. 8, 10, 12-hour shifts, home with my family just about every weekend, 10 years worth of it, and got laid off. I'm not asking for pity or anything. I'm making content. I'm trying to go down a different path. I have that option. I could be a successful content creator if enough people like my content. It's an opportunity. Sorry, I don't subscribe to The World's Got Me Down and somebody owes me something. No one owes me shit. Okay, Pumpkin? I got this one. You're cucking out for corporate sponsorship, basically was the comment, and accused of bootlicking to the corporate companies out there. No, I'm standing on my principles that I don't think taxation is right. And if you think I'm cucking out for corporate sponsorship, please feel free to check out all my channels, my Spotify. I have what, 18 subscribers on YouTube? I'm far below the threshold of being monetized and paid by YouTube. Facebook. I think I have 151 followers on the Facebook page. Imagine that. That's far below like the 10,000 required for monetization. TikTok, I think I have 98 or 99 followers on TikTok. All of them's in the description. You can go click on each one and check the profile. Far, far below the monetization for TikTok and YouTube. Facebook, Instagram, I think I have like 10 followers. If I'm cucking out for Elon Musk and his corporate sponsorship, I am way below the line. I'm not a verified account, and I have 4 followers, which I think are bots. I don't even think they're real people. On Vocl, I have 8. True Social, I have 0. Rumble, I have like 2. Spotify, I think I have one or two subscribers. I'm really cucking out for that sponsorship money, right? Because I'm really monetized by these companies. They don't pay me shit. Amazon does not pay me shit. I'm not even on Amazon. So I am far, far away from cucking out for corporate sponsorship. You just sound like a dumbass and don't know what it takes to be monetized. Nope, I don't get paid. I'm just giving my opinion on things, trying to grow my content creation channel. That is an opportunity. And I stand on my principles because the day that they explode and they get big and I have lots of followers, I'm still not going to like taxes, and I'm still not going to think that billionaires should be taxed. Imagine that. I think the problem is people want to be lazy and they don't want to go out and work. They want other people's money. They're into the OPs, other people's money. But no one can justify the reasons why. They should take 5% of their wealth and give $3,000 to people that make 150,000 or less. I don't see where that's right. What did you do to earn it? No one can justify it. So you say they exploit poor parts of the world and poor parts of the society and stuff. Really? Okay. You use a device that's built by a company that does the same thing. See, I have multiple of these devices. Imagine that. Kinda can't be a hypocrite on that. You also using their platform to put comments on videos you don't like. If you don't like it and you don't like the billionaires, why are you using their platforms and their devices? Did you ever think about the repercussions of what would happen if they did do this? Your Starlink's going to go up because I'm sure you probably have Starlink internet because I'm pretty sure it's the best internet out there right now. Elon Musk bad, he provides service. That's why he's a billionaire. He has a service that people want. Teslas, people drive them. Jeff Bezos is a billionaire because people like Amazon. People like to order shit and have it delivered to their house. He capitalized on never underestimate somebody's laziness, just like Uber's capitalized on it. I mean, DoorDash, they had million and billion dollar ideas. Hello, you have the same opportunity. Come up with a million or billion dollar idea and capitalize on it. It's not so easy. The system's rigged. No, you're lazy. System's not rigged. I'll give you a great example how the system's not rigged. I got laid off after 10 years of dedicated service. I got laid off from a company I dedicated 10 years to. Things happen, layoffs happened. I, along with like 25 other people that worked at a certain specific area, we got laid off. I could have came home and cried the blues, but you know what I did? I sat back on a nest egg that I had acquired over the 10 years. I went out and I bought this nifty device that I'm recording this on. Happens to be a MacBook. I started recording on these. My iPhone. Imagine that. I went out and bought one of these nifty little things called a microphone, and I decided I had something to add to the conversation that I don't hear a lot of people talk about. I just wanted to give my opinion on things more than politics. I wanted to do videos of me and my wife riding our Harley. I wanted to do rebuttals against libtard idiots. I just thought I had something to add to the conversation. I have the opportunity to do that now. All I see is a bunch of kicking, screaming socialists saying Elon Musk don't deserve his money. Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, they stole our ideas. They did this, they did that, they did this. They made business decisions, and they're billionaires to prove it. I'm not saying I agree with them, like them, want to be like them. I'm just saying it's their money and you have no claims to their billions whatsoever, and you have no justification in why they should take another 5% and redistribute the wealth, which is known as socialism. You did not work for it. You want their billions of dollars? Make content, put it on their platform. Get a big enough channel, and guess what? They'll monetize you. You'll get some of their money. Take that ass of yours, get it off the seat, and go to work. That's what I do. Instead of getting up and going out the door at 4 o'clock in the morning to go climb into a cold piece of equipment until it warms up, I now get up. I take my kids down to the bus stop. I come back and I make content. Or I go for a Harley ride, or my wife and I do projects in our basement or in our house that we recently purchased, which is our third house that we've purchased in the last 18 years, because we've taken opportunities, stepped forward in life. We didn't cry wolf every time, or the cards are stacked against us every time something bad happened. No, you roll with the punches. You look for the positive side of things. I think socialists are all negative Nancy pussies. Losers, fucking losers that won't get out of bed and do anything. You guys have a childlike brain or something, telling me I need to educate myself. That doesn't matter. I don't care if Elon Musk was born rich. I don't care if Mark Zuckerberg stole his idea. I don't care if Jeff Bezos exploits whatever. He had an idea, people used it. He provides a service that you pay for. And if you guys think it's okay to take another 5% off of him in the form of 5% theft from the government, you're going to find out your prices are going to go up on a whole lot of things. You don't think about the repercussions. You just see here, oh, $3,000 one time. You're going to give them that $3,000 back. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. And so is everybody else that didn't like the idea. They're going to get their money back. I will stand on my principles and say, I don't like taxes, period. I don't like taxes, period. I don't think the government should be telling billionaires, let alone somebody like me, what to do with my money. They should not be taking my money for shit that I don't want to fund. Shit like pigeons mating on cocaine. How does cocaine affect pigeons mating and shit? That was like, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago. I read that in like what the government funds research into, and it just pissed me off. Like $10,000 for a toilet seat that you can go to Lowe's and buy for like 10, 15 bucks. Government needs to step out of people's finances. Period. The end. That's pretty simple. And I don't care if you're a billionaire or if you only make 10 grand a year. I don't think the government should tell you what to do with your money. I don't think they should take any percentage of taxes unless it's to fund the military and Homeland Security. How about that? Simple. Homeland Security. You know, we could do away with a whole lot of 3-letter agencies. We could do away with a whole lot of fat in our government. Instead of making it bigger, make it smaller. Put more money in your own pocket. You see, that's what my stance is, and I will double down on my stance. I don't give a shit about their money. I don't want their money in form of theft. Seriously, don't want it in the form of theft. If I make content that people like and they monetize my channels, great. I did what I set out to do. That's how I want their money. I don't want some asshole like Bernie Sanders who had a problem with millionaires and billionaires until he became a millionaire, and now he has a problem with just billionaires. I have a problem with taxation. It's theft. And I'll say that every day. I will not change my stance. If you would just sit there and think about it, say they do get this buy and they take 5%, is it going to stop with the billionaires? No. They just want to tax the billionaires until they're no longer billionaires. Redistribution of wealth. Socialism. It's not right. But I also will stand up for the little guy and say, you know what? I don't think they should be taxing you 10, 12%. That's another one. People say, oh, dude, they don't pay their fair share. They pay like 27% fucking taxes. Well, they avoid a lot of taxes, but they pay it out in the form of paying lawyers. And they wouldn't be able to avoid those taxes if those laws weren't on the books. That's your government doing that. No, the system's not rigged against you. You just don't take the time to find the loopholes. That's the problem. They found the loopholes. They paid somebody to find the loopholes. I'm sure with enough Google research, you could find them too. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not. Taxation is theft. And nobody will ever be able to give me a true justification of what entitles you to $3,000 of Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Apple, Samsung, all these Silicon 938 billionaires' money, because you have no justification. What, just because they have it, you want it? You think you're entitled to it just because they're billion? Oh, there's only this many people that control the wealth. Then go out there and create a service or something that somebody wants. The end. Stop thinking the world owes you something. You're just a fucking loser who wants to complain that the cards are stacked against you. The system's rigged. The system's not rigged. Do you know how easily I could sit here and complain that this video may not go nowhere on TikTok because one day I'll get 500 views on one and I might put one up that went viral on YouTube and it gets one view on TikTok. Oh, it's stacked against me. No, just make another one. Duh. Nobody watches my 20-minute videos on YouTube. Oh, the right people will. At least 18 people like them. Sometimes they get 30 views. That's successful from 0 to 30. Oh, I only have 2 subscribers on Rumble. It's early in the game. It's early in the game. I could easily sit here and say it's stacked against me. Oh, I said it the other day in my video. Mark Zuckerberg's platform silences a lot of the videos I put up as shorts on Instagram and Facebook. I've had lots of them shut down because they're political. Don't give a shit. I just put another one up, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. I just make sure I don't put anything up that'll get me a strike or my page shut down. Oh, I put up shorts on X, and guess what? They only got 2 impressions. Oh well. Just put up another one. I could easily sit here and say, "Oh, it's rigged against me." No, it's not rigged against you. You're just not reaching the right people yet. But when you do, you'll go viral. And until then, I'm gonna keep making them. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not going to back off my stance on taxation. I'm not going to I'm not going to stand there and just because I may not agree with the person, someone like Mark Zuckerberg, just because I don't agree with his platform and his standard and his stance and his liberal agenda fucking idiots running the algorithm, doesn't mean that I okay taxing him 5% of his wealth redistribute to other people. No, no, that goes against my principles. Taxation is theft. You didn't earn that money. There's no call for it. It's bullshit, and I don't like it. Oh, imagine that. I can dislike somebody and disagree with their stance, but ultimately sit back and say that I don't like the idea of taking 5% of his wealth for no fucking reason other than Bernie Sanders is a socialist. I don't like socialism. There, the end. Pretty fucking simple, and you can't justify it. I win. If you don't agree with me, fuck you. I don't care. How's that? If you do agree with me, awesome. Glad we're on the same page. Anyways, if you enjoy my content, you want to support my channel, I'll leave a link in the description or in the comments. Or you can slide over to Dubby. Put in Matt's opinion as a coupon code and save yourself 10%. They have 15 flavors of energy drink mixes with over 20,000 5-star reviews. For Matt's opinion, I'm out.